I think that's why we start to move into verse 6. We get a reminder about Sarah. We get an example about Sarah. I think Peter wants born-again exiles with unsaved husbands to remember Sarah because she followed her husband and hoped in God often. Notice the example in verse 6. Sarah did call him Lord. That's what it says. And as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. And this was just a normal pattern in Sarah's life. She obeyed her husband, meaning she supported and followed Abraham. Sarah made food. She was busy in the home. And this is the thing I think that he's sticking out the most. She followed Abraham wherever he went. So Genesis 12:1 says, God said to Abraham, go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you. And she went with him. And the first thing that happened on this journey was her well-being was threatened. Do you guys remember that? In Genesis 12, at the very beginning, God said, Abraham, go. And then at the end of Genesis 12, her well-being is threatened. The Pharaoh, as they were passing through Egypt, saw her beauty, her outward beauty, and tried to make her a bride. Tried to take her for himself. And Abraham did nothing. He actually encouraged, just tell a fib. Abraham dropped the ball. Abraham lived in fear. And God stepped in on behalf of Sarah. It says, when Abraham entered Egypt, the Egyptians saw that the woman was very beautiful. And when the princes of Pharaoh saw her, they praised her to Pharaoh. And the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. And for her sake, he dwelt well with Abram. And he had sheep, oxen, male donkeys, male servants, female donkeys, and camels. But the Lord afflicted Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarah, Abram's wife. It should say, but Abram afflicted Pharaoh. But no, God stepped in. God did it. God took care of Sarah. So we know Sarah was told by Abraham to go along with him and to follow him in his silence. And she did. More than that, in Genesis 20, Abraham does it again. There's a round 2. Abraham does not protect her again, almost in the exact same way. And she still follows. Why does she follow? Especially the second time. Why? Because she was not trusting in him. She was not hoping in Abram. She was hoping in God. Amen. That's why she was able to keep going.